Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do a gorgeous 2-row repeat blanket starting from the center and working out. We are going to jump right into this. I am using a 7mm crochet hook with a worsted weight 4 yarn. This is Big Twist from Joann's. Oh, what color is this? In the color Camel. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm not going to make you wait. There you go. Now go ahead and chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to go right back into this first stitch with a double crochet. Now this pattern is pretty much entirely double crochets and chains. There is one half double crochet in one corner, however that is a preference. So if you have another way of attaching your rows together, that is perfectly acceptable as well. So now go ahead and chain up 2. Alright. And then go right back into this first chain and put 2 double crochets. There's 1. And here is 2. Now once again we're going to chain 2 more. So this is side 1, this is going to be side 2. And these are our corners. These chain 2 spaces are our corners. So we need to do this 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we will have 4 sides. So once again, after your 2 chains, you're going to put 2 double crochets into the very first chain you made. Alright, last one, chain 2. 2 more double crochets into that very first chain you did. Alright, now here is where we are connecting rows, and this is where I know everybody's preference is different. I do a half double crochet when I join in a corner on a pattern like this. So yarn over, insert your hook into the top of this chain 3 right here that you originally made. Well, technically the top of your chain 4. Go ahead and insert your hook right there. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Now what this does is it kind of places you in the center of this corner, which is something that I personally prefer. You are welcome to do this any other way, but I think the pattern works best doing it this way. Now we're going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. And this counts as our first double crochet for every row going forward. So now you're going to put another double crochet into the space, this same little space right here. Another double crochet in there. Now you're going to put a double crochet into the top of each of the double crochets from the previous round. So I know this one was actually a chain 3, but we're going to go right back in the top of that and put another double crochet. Move over to your next double crochet and put another double crochet in the top of that. And now we've reached our corner space. So in our corner spaces, it's always going to be the exact same thing. This part of the pattern doesn't change. What you're going to have is 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet. So let's go ahead and do that together. There's 1 and 2. And now a chain of 2. Don't forget, that's going to make your corners. And then directly back into that same previous chain 2 space is 2 more double crochets. 1 and a 2. And just like on this side over here, we're going to put a double crochet here, a double crochet here, and then repeat our corner, which is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Now take this pattern all the way around, and I'm going to meet you back over here at the corner. Remember, double crochet in each of the 2 from the previous row, and then do your corner. All right. So I have worked all the way around. As you can see, it's pretty solid. I am back here in the space where this is my half double crochet. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 double crochets right into this space. And then since I am joining, instead of doing my chain 2 in the corner, I will once again do a half double into the top of the chain 3 from the, I can't even say previous row, that's the same row from our first stitch. Alright, so this is kind of what you should have right now. Alright, once again, a chain up of 3. You will start every single row the exact same way. The only difference is the pattern when you get to the center. Alright, then go ahead and put your second double crochet into that space. And always remember that chain 3 does count as a double crochet. So here's where we start row 1 of our pattern. We're going to chain 2, skip the first 2 double crochets, so that is your chain up of 3 and the double crochet, basically your corner here. Chain 2, skip 2, and work a double crochet into the third double crochet from the corner. Alright, now do another double crochet into the next double crochet. Now chain 2 again. We're going to be skipping these next 2 double crochet and going straight into our corner. So remember, corners are always the same. 2 double crochets, chain 2, excuse me, and 2 more double crochets. There's our chain 2. Now 2 more. 1 and a 2. All right, so that's what we have for our first side. Ooh. Now let's chain 2 again, because we're going to repeat this on the rest of the 3 sides. Chain 2, skip the next 2 double crochets, double crochet into the next 2. 1 and 2. Now once again, chain 2, and you have hit your corner. So same thing as last time. 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. Now this pattern is going to repeat all the way around. So I'm going to pause right here, work my way around, and I will meet you back at this corner for row 2 of our 2-row repeat. All right, here we are back at our starting corner. I'm going to go ahead and put in my last 2 double crochets and my half double. That will be my connector. There. All right. Now once again, rows start the same, chain up of 3, double crochet into the same space. But now this is a solid row. It's going to be solid just like this one is. So we're going to work a double crochet into each of the double crochets from the previous round. and we're going to work 2 double crochets over our chain 2 from our previous round. So here's what that's going to look like. Double crochet into the top of the chain 3 from the previous row, double crochet into the next double crochet, now we're at a chain 2 space. Go ahead and put in 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. Now we're going to put a double crochet into the top of each of these double crochets from the previous row. And then once again, 2 double crochets over the chain 2 space. So now we're starting to get a solid row with our spacing from the previous row. So go ahead and work that all the way around, and I will meet you back up here. At this point, we're just going to repeat this row and this row over and over and over. But I'm going to meet you to go ahead and show you how it builds, which I'm sure if you're experienced, you can already see this happening. But go ahead and work your way around, and I will meet you back at this corner. All right, here we are at the end of our row, and you should have a pretty solid row right here. Let's go ahead and connect and complete out this row with a half double crochet into our corner space. There we go. Now go ahead and chain up 3 just like you've done previously, and put that other double crochet right into the same space. Now this is where our repeat once again is going to start. We're going back to row 1, so chain 2, skip 2, which in this case is your chain 3 and the next double crochet, and then double crochet into the third one over. All right, and once again double crochet into the next double crochet. You will always be working in sets of 2 in this pattern. So chain 2, skip the next 2, and double crochet into the next 2. There we go, number 2. And same thing again, we're just going to chain 2, skip the next 2, and go into that third. And once again, we're also going to go into the fourth. Chain 2, and we are back to a corner, because obviously we're skipping these 2 right here to keep the pattern even. All right. And remember, your corners are always the same. 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. All right. Chain 2, our next 2 double crochets. All right, guys, so you are going to repeat this pattern, just this 2-row repeat, as many times as you want, as big as you need your blanket. One row is going to be solid, the next row is going to have your spacing. Remember, on a solid row, crochet into everything. Chain 2 spaces, crochet into there twice. Make sure you put 2 double crochet. And then a single double crochet on top of each of your double crochets from the previous row. And once again, your corners stay the same with 2 double crochets, a chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and let me know what you would like to see next. See you in the next one.